welcome back. So today what we're going to be doing is reviewing a few cases and mounts from Ultimate Addons. We have the V1 Universal Phone case, which is really good. I like it a lot. Some things to be improved upon, but we'll go through that in a minute. We also have my older case, the Samsung Galaxy S8 pattern case. I've since moved to a cheaper phone, so unfortunately I can't use this one anymore. This was also a very good case. And we'll be going through a few of their mounting systems as well. So the phone case onto the ball mount, and also on the bike we'll be going through the mount that I've used in order to mount my rear facing camera. So other than that, yeah, we'll get into it. We'll jump onto the desk and go through the cases in more detail. So the on the desk review of the Ultimate Addons cases, okay? So what I want to do first is pop open this one, because this is my favorite, which is the pattern case, or whatever you'd call it, the specific case for the phone type. But 3 clips, so you have a clip here, 2 at the bottom. They clip close nice and easily. And then you have also these clamps, and this is the same on the Ultimate Addons Universal case as well. You have the clamp top, clamp bottom, and it's clamp top, clamp side, and then you have the clips, 2 clips on the bottom, 1 clip on the top. And this has worked really, really well. You also then have the mount on the back, and how this works is this piece here simply clips in the bottom, like so, and then pops in. And that's a really, really, really solid connection, but I'll go through more of that when I'm on the bike. So, to go through the actual case itself, you want to pop it open, and the good thing about this is they have this silicone seal on the inside, which works really, really well, as you can see here. So this whole silicone piece is actually removable, like so. So I don't know if it wears out or you damage it or however it may happen, you can replace that. So that's a good thing as well. Or I don't know, maybe you can get a different size for a phone in the future. But what I will say is this one for the S8 doesn't fit my M30S, which is a pity, because I do much prefer the S8 pattern case, just due to the fact it has the buttons for accessibility when you're actually using the case as a normal case as well, which you can do when you're off the bike. So we'll throw this away, we're done with it. Just leave that to one side, and what I want to go through is the Universal Ultimate case, which is it's also not a bad case at all in any way, shape or form. It could definitely be better. I think the biggest complaint for me is just the lack of those access buttons in order to turn on and off the phone screen. It just makes it a little bit more difficult to use it in reality. But to go through it as well, again, clamp side, clamp top, and then these pop open pieces all around. You also have the rubber insert as well to protect your phone, which these are entirely waterproof, by the way, and I can vouch for that because I've had them in heavy rain. And you also have these silicone pads. What they do is they actually link together. If you have a thinner phone, you can bulk that up and fit your phone into it nicely. And so just to show you, this is my bigger phone, which sits in there. As you can see, it's not a perfect fit, but that single silicone pad works for me. Pop it all closed. And there you go. That is now waterproof and protected. It's actually a very, very good case because of that silicone inner. It's pretty much shock absorbing too. Then just to go through the mounting system. Now again, I will talk about this more when I'm on the bike, but the main thing here to know is this is a screw. Basically, it's a captive ball type fitting. So you fit the ball mount to wherever you want on your bike, and you'll see when I'm on the bike now, I'll have one on the wing mirror and I have one actually on the handlebars as well. But this is a really good system. So you pop this onto the ball joint, which would sit in here, and then this is already on there, and it just screws closed over the ball, which actually keeps it captive in here. And this has been a really, really good system for me. Absolutely no complaints whatsoever. And it just works. You know, this little system just works really, really well. I don't think you need anything else. And like I said earlier, with the actual holder for it, it's really simple to use. So it's literally just the hook, and then that's it. That's completely locked in, and that's as easy as it gets. Personally, I leave this bit on my bike all the time, but it's also pretty easy to remove if you just unscrew it and pop it off, if you're nervous about someone even stealing this piece here. So currently as well, just to run through it, this piece is around about €15 on their website, and I would recommend ordering off the website because it's really good and their customer service I didn't have to use them per se, but their customer service was also really, really good. Other than that, what would I say? This was about €45, and you can still get the S8 case on there if you have an S8. And then this particular universal case, I forgot my phone was in it, it felt really heavy. This is about €40, and the newer universal tough case is a little bit more expensive, but it is a bit sleeker. So if I was going again, I think I'd go for the V2 of this case. Check out their website though, because they have an absolute wealth of extenders and different types of ball joints, and they have GoPro plate adapters, they have everything, and that, yeah, really, really good. So anyway, I'm going to jump to me on the bike, and we'll also close out the video that way as well. So that's the last of the kind of in-room review of the parts, but anyway, I'll talk to you in a second. So for the on-bike section of the Ultimate Add-ons review, you can see there, this is an Ultimate Add-ons piece. Okay, so you just literally got your kind of U-clamp, and it bolts to, it's actually supposed to be a handlebar mount, but it just kind of fit well on my mirrors, and I liked it there, so that's kind of where I've left it, and it's done really well. And then this is the clamp piece that I was showing you previously, where the actual phone case locks into, and as you can see, it's really, really strong. And this particular case has a lanyard as well that I've just looped over the piece. And how that one works is one of these bolts came out, and you bolt the actual fitting down into that kind of stand, because this handlebar mount, because of this, is a bit too thick to use your run-of-the-mill handlebar mount. But both of them, and by the way, this particular piece underneath the case has been on the bike for legitimately a long time in all weather conditions, so it's really held up well. And the same as that handlebar mount that's on the mirror, that hasn't been on there as long, and I haven't even put it to what I would call its final fitting position, but also very, very, very pleased with the longevity of that mount. This one, so this plate is removable, and you can also adjust it to kind of face whatever way you want, which is very, very, very handy. This also has a range of motion. You can turn it left, you can turn it right, you can turn it up, you can turn it down. But overall, very, very, very handy. Ooh. I will say the previous case that I had on the bike, which was the model specific case for the Samsung Galaxy S8, that fit a lot better, just because it was smaller, and I also enjoyed the fact you could use it a lot easier when you're pulled in, because you had the buttons on the side, so you could unlock your phone and work away. This one doesn't have that, and if your phone is like this one that doesn't have the screen tap to turn on or to wake function, it can be a problem. But yeah, in general, I think on bike, really, really good. And the biggest thing for me about most things really that I use on the bike, and I know I've said this many, many times, is they have to be waterproof for me to use in Ireland, because it's Ireland. Hey doggy. And this case hasn't seen too much bad weather, I suppose, yet. It's seen plenty of rain. It's seen a couple of rainstorms even, but it hasn't seen the type of rain that I went through on the S8 case. That saw some serious abuse and lasted through it all. So to finish out this review on the Ultimate Add-ons cases and mounts, would I recommend them? Absolutely. I'm gonna buy more myself personally. This isn't the final piece for me, but just to pop off my gloves very quickly while you enjoy that view. That's how you release it. So literally 2 clips there. Those just pinch into position on here, and you can see there's a little bit of dust there but this has been on there from the very start. You release this piece the same way as this piece. This screws open and it just pops out. It's kind of a captive screw clamp. So same as this one, just a ball that's onto a ball joint. So you do have that little bit of range of motion as well, and it goes on really easy as well. And like I said, it's solid as a rock. And the waterproofness is a huge benefit as well. You can get
non-waterproof cases as well if you're in a part of the world that you still want more access to your phone and it doesn't rain a lot, or you have a waterproof phone, you can go for the non-waterproof case. But for me, this was the final decision, because it just made sense for me. I got a cheaper phone, so they didn't have the pattern case for it, and this one just made sense. It's huge, but it made sense. And obviously this is absolutely fantastic. I'm so happy with this. And if I want, I can just rotate that camera around to face forward whenever I want to. But yeah, that's it really. So
yeah, to close out, would I be happy to buy these cases again? Absolutely. Honestly, I couldn't recommend these cases higher. They've never let me down in all types of weather. And anyone who watches the channel a good bit knows that I ride in pretty bad weather sometimes. They have really good connections, you know, really solid connections. That was me closing a clip. So yeah, really nothing to complain about. The only thing I would say as a kind of a final word is to get the most out of the case. I would recommend, if you have a kind of a more big brand name or big brand phone, like the S8, like the iPhones, like the S9, S10, whatever, they do make the pattern cases, and the pattern cases are definitely better. So just something to be aware of. But other than that, the cases themselves and the mounts are absolutely faultless. Nothing that I can fault them on. And just one last time, I did pay for all this stuff with my own money, so this is all completely honest. If I didn't like it, I would tell you. So yeah, back to me on the bike to say goodbye.
And anyway, for this type of product, I think they deserve the price they're charging. You know, it's good quality. So yeah, if you've watched, thanks for watching. If you have any questions on Ultimate Add-ons bits that I have, let me know in the comments. That's not a problem. I will answer them, or endeavour to answer them. And yeah, I hope you're all staying safe and well and washing your hands and enjoying this view. Until next time, thank you very much for watching. Adios. Outro crew. Question. If it was snowy, would you like to toboggan down that hill? So no, I would. There's a doggy down there, outro crew. Oh my god. There's a dog. Would you like to toboggan down that hill with a dog beside you? That's my question. Thanks for watching, outro crew. As always, you are the MVW's most valued watchers. That's not becoming a term. I'm not letting that become a term. Unless you want it on a t-shirt. In which case it might become a term. No, it's not becoming a term. Stop trying to talk me into it. Cows! Oh, look at them. They're all black and white. Yeah. Sorry, I've held you up long. Yeah, I think, yeah. Ooh. Oh, no! Outro crew, I have a better question. Because I care a lot about this. When we are finally released from our bonds of bondage, where is the first place you're going to go on your motorbike? That's it. That's the question. Where's the first place you're going to go on your motorbike, and why? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. Unless it's like somewhere private, like I'm going to go to this place where I can hire someone to love me gently. You don't have to tell me that in the comments. Bye, outro crew.